Good morning, all. We are down on the river, and I'm standing on the edge of a really steep chunk of bedrock here. And Mr. Todd and Bennett are heading this way. I think he's going to jump in.
Too cold.
Well, we've been down here, I don't know, probably half hour or so, and we're still looking for a spot to call base camp. I have found my very first target was a little, probably half-gram piece, so I'm on the board. But as soon as we get base camp set up, I'll show you what I got so far.
Got it.
And I
Find this spot.
I thought we were looking for gold, not mountain climbing.
We got them across, everybody.
Okay, well, we've moved a long ways upstream, and I got Mr. Topcat here with me, a bleeding Topcat here with me. We got us good. Well, actually, the whole area coming down here has been really good, but there hasn't been a lot of bedrock we can metal detect. Everybody's got gold. I got one piece, Todd's got one, and last time I checked, Bennett's got 3. I got 2 good targets over here, sound good to me. Right down in here somewhere, and the other one's right down there under my foot. We're gonna go after this one first. I'll put the mic in the headphones and you can hear what I'm hearing. That target sounds really good to me. The second one sounds really good also. Not quite as good as the first one, but the first one was a really sharp one. I really like that, so we're going to dig that one up first. And since there's a lot of fine gold on this river, I'm going to do what I've been doing all morning, is I don't try to find a particular target unless it's a really tiny crevice. But what we'll do is we'll dig everything out of here, throw it in the pan until we get the target in the pan, then we'll pan it out, see if we can figure out what it is. Got that target in the pan? I'll be right back, gonna pan her out. And while I was panning, I found a little flat piece of iron, and I was going, darn it, that's probably my target, because if you get those little flat pieces of iron, they sound good. But got to the bottom of the pan, I got a piece of gold. Nicest piece so far today. You can see here, it's a nice chunky little piece, and then there's some really, really fine stuff in there with it. Well, we finished lunch, went back, and dug up that second target, and it was a piece of gold. Let me show you. Now this one's quite a bit bigger, but thinner. And there was a little piece off to the side that broke off when I dug it out, but I got it. I'm gonna pan everything I dug out of there, and I'll be back in a minute, see if we found anything in the pan. Well, I got that panned out, and we got a pretty good little pan of gold here. Let me show you. See right here, we got quite a few pieces in there. Bennett's on the move. Todd right up here, and I have one nice sounding target down here and one real light target. So we're gonna dig those out. I've got my last 2 targets. I got them in the pan. I went over this whole area and no more targets. So hopefully we got a little bit of gold in the pan, and then we're gonna have to find us a new spot. Okay, I'm gonna go pan this out. I'll be right back. We got a good little pan of gold. Let me show you. We got quite a few pieces in there. I'm gonna pack everything up and let's find a new spot. Well, we decided we're gonna head upriver from here, go back to where Bennett was finding some nice gold. So we're going to go check that area out and get a little closer to the truck. What I wanted to show you was how I get an idea of the areas where I want to look for gold. So we're going to climb up on this rock right here behind me. We get a better view up and down the river. I'm looking upstream, and right here's my metal detector. And the river is making a bend. It's going off that way. And you can see how it is piled. All these boulders right here on this corner. There's no bedrock. The bedrock, you can see it back up in here, there's some bedrock, and this is bedrock. So basically, the river is dumping the real heavy boulders right here, and then we have this gravel all along in here. Well, this is going to be a really good spot if this gravel can drop out in here. You can also have nuggets and fine gold dropping out here. Now, right up here, I have a crevice running here. Now, if you look up the river, this crevice is running parallel to the river just inside of the heavy flow. So it's just a natural riffle in the river, and your flood water is going to come pushing this material up here. The fact that you're going uphill with the material will actually increase the odds of the gold wanting to drop in, because you're having to lift the gold and it's heavy. So the first place it gets to drop out of that lift, it's gonna, and this is a great spot right here. Now, I did not get a reading in this crevice, but it is such a good looking spot right in here that I've decided that I'm just going to dig some gravel out of here. We'll pan it out and just see what we got in here. Okay, well, that's not a whole lot of material, but it's enough to give us a test. Got that panned out, and we got a little bit of gold in there, a lot of real fine gold. Let me show you. I don't know how well it's showing it, but there's real fine gold all over there, and one piece that's respectable. Okay, well, I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then I got to catch up with Todd and Bennett, because they're way ahead of me. Caught up with Bennett and Todd. Been working around here for a bit. It's been a while, and I finally got a target, real light target, dug it down, and I ended up having to break this bedrock right here, but I did pick out a little piece of gold. Let me show you that, and then I got some fines. I'll show you that. There's the fines there, and right there is a little, nice round little chunky piece. Okay, well, back to detecting. We probably got maybe an hour left at the most, because we got quite a hike to get out of here. Okay, well, his target is in the pan.
It's loud too, it sounds like gold.
And he says it's loud and sounds like gold.
Well, that's how all these little pieces have been today, right?
Yeah, they've been loud. Well, since we're running short on time, while he finishes that, right here in this crack, I have a real light target. So I'm going to dig that target up, see what I got. I couldn't move the rocks in that crevice. They were packed in there so tight, so I decided to take the hammer and bust the bedrock. And when I was beating on that bedrock, that piece of gold popped up out of there. It just shot straight up out of that gravel. Now, what I wanted to show you here is we're on the inside of the turn, and this crack here where I found that piece of gold, we got a boulder blocking it, but it's a natural chute for the water to come up. And you can see how it's clean, and as you go up, the gravel starts accumulating. So your heavier gold's going to be down here, your flood gold's going to be up in here. We're going to go down there and finish checking that out. I want to move a couple of rocks, see if we can pick up another piece of gold before we get out of here. Mr. Top Cat has got a target down in there. It sounds good.
gotta shake the fan up.
And then this spot I was talking about here, right up at the head of it, I have a very faint target. We're gonna go dig that up. Now the fact that that's at the beginning, I really like that because that's what your major flow is. If you got a target up there, the odds are it's either a hunk of lead or gold, because that's where your heaviest stuff's gonna drop out first. Target's in the pan. I'll be right back. We got that panned out. We got our nicest piece of gold of the day. Nice little round chunker there. And a little bit of fine gold in with it. And Mr. Bennett just dug one out right there.
Yeah, I just put it away. We're sitting right in here.
Right down there. You can see Mr. Bennett's got a piece of gold.
There it is. I don't want to bring it that way. It'll fall into the nose.
We're putting the finishing touches on this spot right now because we got a long hike. It's getting late. So I'll either see you back at the Jeep or back at the house. Back at the house, and it's not the next day. Actually, I just got home from work. It's like the next month. I kid you not. We were up there, I'm thinking, you know, beginning of December, right around the first part of December, just before all the rain started. And this video was scheduled to be put up before the end of the year, but I just got too busy with work. I didn't get it done in time. And then the end of the year videos, and I'm whining. But basically, didn't get done till now. So that's why the river looks normal, is because the river was normal then. It was before all the rain. I do have that gold all cleaned up. So what do you say? We jump over the scale, see how we did. And I guess it's gonna have to go on this year's gold because I've already done last year's gold and it wasn't included because I hadn't weighed it yet. All right, well, let's see how we did. Okay, let's weigh our largest piece, and that is 0.59. Of the larger pieces, and then all the fines, we ended up with 4 grams even. Well, I would call that a pretty good day. Right at 4 grams, I'm like really okay with that because it's been really tough with all the rain to find some gold. Now, I have been going out, but I can't take my regular camera out in the rain, and my GoPro, to use my sound system, I have the door open on the GoPro so I can plug it in, so it's not watertight either, so I haven't been filming the ones when we've gone out in the rain. Jeff has filmed them because he's got his phone he can film them on. So if you want to see those, you're going to have to go to Smith's Gold. Is that a shameless plug? If it is, Jeff owes me. Now, to get back to where we were on this, on the river, it's gonna be a while. We really want to get back in there, but that whole area we were working is underwater right now. And I'm afraid it's gonna be a while before we can get in there. So for the next couple of months, we're gonna pretty much be stuck on the bank. I'm gonna try to work some of the small gullies that are normally dry, because you can set up a sluice box in those now. On the hillsides where it's just too darn hot during the summer, we can work those now. So we got plenty to keep us busy, and we got to do some treasure hunting. I haven't done that in quite a while. So we got a lot on the plate, so stay tuned. Right now, I need to get out there and finish that darn kitchen. So I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.